bring up the chat? I don't know. Come on. Docs. The control panel. I believe I'm live, but I'm not live. Okay. The stream quality is excellent. Yep. All right. Good to know. Bring up the chat as well. Just in case the Stream Elements isn't working. Hopefully Stream Elements is working. The chat will pop up if you do join in. But yeah, I mean, welcome in. Haven't even looked at the camera yet. How you doing? We have a couple things on the docket today. I have a kind of a sneak peek on a long form project I've been working on. And I'll introduce that for some clip farming. And then just get into some overall thoughts. Yeah, there you go. He's there. He's doing it. He's doing the thing. Oh, look at Luca. He's allowed to leave. I'll let him leave. Yeah, so let's just get into it. Full day of work. It's fine. We're here. We're motivated. We're doing our thing. All right. So, I mean, kind of a big week in general for my hobbies and interests. I haven't even told my wife yet, but the number one wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles have been traded to the New England Patriots. A.J. Brown is gone. Go Birds. I don't know if it's a good thing. The team's worse without him, but there was a lot of controversy. So, yeah. I mean, the Eagles will be fun to watch this year. They got a new offense coordinator, but that's not why you're here. You're here most likely because of video games. And it's a huge week for video games. Let me pull up my calendar because I put them all down into one calendar. Nice. The Sony State of Play is tomorrow. I don't know why they do it at 5. Like, is it happening in Pacific time zone? And that would make it 2. Either way, it's happening at 6 o'clock here. And then the Summer Game Fest itself is going to be at, 5 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, which I'm looking forward to. And there's some other stuff going. The Xbox Showcase on Sunday. Typical Xbox, late to the party. So it's a big week for games, not a big game for weeks. Yeah. You talking to me? Did you just whistle? Okay. Hey buddy. So this is Luca. He's my buddy. I think he wants to get down. Or he's just tired. So we'll monitor that situation. But yeah, so it's gonna be a big week for video games. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited for what could be released. It's always usually more of a letdown than all of like the theorizing, but I've been watching a lot of Kind of Funny, a lot of Co-op 64 to kind of get ready for it. Hello, Chingy. And yeah, I'm super stoked. I hope that tomorrow with this Sony State of Play, they do a little bit of a Season 2 teaser for Marathon. Played Season 1, played a decent amount of Season 1. I'll look at my play time, but I played a decent amount. I fell off about a month and a half ago, and I've just been playing Pokemon Arceus since then. Just bought it. Pretty stoked up about that. It's a balling game. It's so much fun. It's probably boring to view, but it's fun nevertheless. Yeah, so it's been it was a good week. Hopefully this week is even better with all the announcements. If there's a specific game that I'm hoping for, to be fair, I'm going to be basic about it. I really hope that there's a a trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. I hope it's the third trailer. Hopefully there's a little bit of gameplay, but that Jeff just may not have the sauce there. My hottest take with it would be that Sony will have a shot to get that trailer. They're selling seats at an auditorium for the first time since maybe when the PS5 was announced. So they don't do PlayStation showcases anymore. They only do PlayStation State of Plays. That's just going to be the vernacular from here on out. So we'll see. But yeah, so we're going to be playing the end of Season 1. This is the last day that you can play Marathon Season 1. Overall, I know there's a lot of mixed reviews. I had a good time. It's always better when you play with people. And I was playing with my buddy from home. And hopefully, maybe we'll play with him tonight. If not, I'll definitely be playing with him tomorrow for Season 2. And they got me hyped. They got me really hyped for another season of it. I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to dedicate to it, but I'm pretty excited. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to get into the gameplay in a little bit, but kind of the first thing I wanted to do is what I'm going to call me versus me PT. I'm going to introduce it more properly, but essentially the concept is loading myself into, well, ChatGPT and seeing if the overall public will like what ChatGPT has to say or what I like and what I have to say. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Who knows? I'm a little worried that because ChatGPT's whole thing is to gather as much data points and have an average answer that fits the most amount of people, that if this gets blasted out to a bunch of people, the GPT will... Well, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so the goal is to have a me PT, because it's basically everything about myself, loaded into a project as the GPT guidelines versus myself. And let me kind of load into it. Let me get it. Nobody's really... nobody's here yet, which is cool, which is fine. Well, it's to be expected. But, yeah. We'll see. All right. You get to see how the sausage is made. I've spent a decent amount of time doing voiceovers and intros in other aspects, so hopefully this is just a one-shot. If not, I'm probably just going to have to record otherwise outside of the stream. But, yeah. This is on the VOD. You see how the sausage is made. Oh my gosh. I live at a zoo, if you haven't noticed yet. And that's okay. That's how I choose to live my life. But it's going to get noisy. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? We got a lot of walkers. We got a lot of movement. Right, Luke? Right, Luke? Exactly. Are you tired, buddy? Yeah, he's closing his eyes. Let me know when you want to get down. Cool? Cool. Well, let's see. Okay, so I wrote 14 pages about myself and loaded it into ChatGPT to see whether I or ChatMePT have better taste or opinions, and this short is going to mostly be about car stuff. So we're going to determine whether ChatGPT, we're going to determine whether I or this AI have better taste. And honestly, my biggest fear here is that you're going to choose the AI over me, obviously, a real person, and also that I just loaded all of my personal information into one of the AI overlords. So what I'm going to do is see who has a better dream car. I'll rate myself, you rate which, vote in the comments, and why don't you also give me your dream car? And I try not to do too much prep before doing one of these because, I try not to do too much prep because I want it to kind of flow the same way that a GPT would answer. So almost on the spot. I know it's not really on the spot. That's not how that works. But for me, it kind of will be. I did a little bit of thinking beforehand. I believe I have my dream car. I have some honorable mentions. But I will say, my daily driver, I don't think it would change no matter what, because I love my Subaru Crosstrek more than I should. More than any man should love a car. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the MePT has to say. Personally, I believe that the MePT will go with like a Ferrari, something super common for somebody's dream car, because they're just taking in a ton of data points and finding the most common answer. That's what I'm assuming to fit the scenario. But for me, I wrote them down, but most of I have some images for you as well. I'll go with the honorable mentions first. Other than my Subaru Crosstrek, I wouldn't change for the world, honestly. It's a great car. Love it so much. My honorable mentions are the 67 Shelby GT, obviously. The '06 Ford GT, but the one specifically from Need for Speed Carbon, that was the car that I went to. That's the one that I decked out, and it was so cool. And if I could have like that car, that'd be awesome. But those are just some honorable mentions. The two that I was deciding between was, well, let me get it up for you. I'll put it on the computer screen as well. I was deciding between a yellow Corvette. I believe it would be the Z6. I don't know. I don't know cars. I'm not a car guy. But this car in particular, not the chrome wheels, but a yellow Corvette. I just feel like yellow suits Corvette the same way orange suits McLaren, red suits Ferrari, black suits Beamers. Like, there's just kind of, it's giving yellow. Anyways, this is the car that I would say is my dream car. It's so beautiful. You can deck it out and you can make it something that is very personalized to you, the same way that you can with my Subaru Crosstrek. Now, the other one that I was deciding between, because it was between two. This is the one I went with. The second that I was thinking about was the McLaren that came up out. It came up out of the stage when revealing Forza Motorsport 5. They, I think, did a transition. I don't know if I'm just revising this in my head, but I believe that they did a transition from the video game to the car, or from the car to the video game, and it was just the coolest thing ever. I love McLaren. Obviously, I actually didn't wear this hat for that reason. You won't believe me. That's okay. But I actually didn't. And yeah, I feel like I have some pretty good reasoning behind it. The yellow Corvette was originally what I thought Bumblebee was from the original Transformers movie. Turns out that was just an ad for, I believe, a Dodge Challenger. And I was like, no, I'm good. And then it kind of moved to this. So, yeah, not a car guy. I'm sure that the Me PT is a car guy. However, we'll see. So, the way that this will work is I have the prompt. I'm actually going to hide this because, personal information. I have the prompt. I have it all written. And the central question is, what is your dream car? So I've given a bunch of instructions, like I said. And from there, we're going to load it into... I'll bring this back up. We'll load it into the Me PT. So, computer screen. So you'll see a nice little sneak peek there if you go through the bottom of the YouTube video that I'm making as well. And we're just gonna do it. Okay, there you go. A Porsche 911 answering as the Me PT. The dream car isn't the fastest in the world, the most expensive in the world, or the one that would get the most attention pulling into a parking lot. I don't know about all that. I don't know if a 911 Dakar wouldn't get a lot of attention pulling into a parking lot. Feels the most well lived in, hits every emotional button, is aspirational without feeling like a billionaire's toy. Yes. As someone who grew up on road trips, sports, video game. Alright. No need. The idea experiences matters more than possessions. The Dakar feels like freedom. I love cars, not a gearhead. Fair. So I feel like I did actually input some solid instructions about myself. So we'll see. So there you go. There, you should see what the Dakar looks like if it would load. But this is just standy, right? What do you mean this doesn't jump off the lot? But yeah, a Porsche 911. I get that. Not a huge Porsche guy, but maybe you are. Let me know, and we'll see where to go from there. Okay. I asked it to put some honorable mentions. It went with the Ford Bronco as well as the F40. The Land Cruiser. Yeah. It has some good. I did actually think about putting this on my honorable mention list. It really does have that like dream car vibe to it, but maybe I thought that the AI would do that. So we'll see how that went. But yeah, so overall impressions. I don't know. I think that the Porsche 911 more people are gonna like rather than the Corvette, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. No, it's the C7, not the Z7, dummy. I'm not a car guy. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, what I went with was the okay, one's down. Okay. Hey, bud. And there you go. Life in a zoo. He was getting up, you'll see. Shouldn't believe me. Yeah, so quick summary here. My personal dream car is a Corvette C7. I like how it kind of gives Bumblebee vibes, but updated. And I like how it looks with a racing stripe, not chrome wheels, as you can see in the side profile here. And I was kind of the only two that I was really deciding between. I kind of filled out the honorable mentions was this and the McLaren that was on the Xbox E3 2013 stage. But looks like ChatGPT went with the Ford Bronco, which is hilarious. That feels like an ad. And it also the 6th generation Ford Bronco, an obtainable dream car, as well as the Porsche 911 Dakar, which is funny. Not a Porsche guy. Maybe you are. You let me know, like I said, in the comments, and we'll move from there. All right. Moving. Oh, well, let's see the challenges that it had in the decision making. I didn't even read the response. All that water. So I love cars, not a gearhead. My taste is usually driven by a feelings first, specification second. That's actually fair. Gives me the same feeling as movies like The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I disagree with that. I think there's a lot of minimalism in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty where it's experiences over stuff. But we can all learn a lot from that movie. It combines performance, adventure, practicality relative to a sports car, incredible design, and the feeling of possibility. This is just an advertisement. It feels equally at home driving through. Okay. The dream isn't owning a museum piece. Okay. This is a practical dream. Okay, so the honorable mentions, like we said, Ferrari F40, Toyota Land Cruiser, and the Ford Bronco. Land Cruiser's another interesting call. It's just another Ford Bronco. But, okay. Challenges in decision making. Okay. The hardest part was separating what would impress me versus what would actually make me happy. Impress me as in the MePT impressing me, which would be itself, because this is a normal thing to do. A long time, I would probably pick something. Yeah, I probably would have done Murcielago, but Aventador. That works too. Or the McLaren P1. Hey. Don't do that. But the older I get, the more I realize my favorite things tend to sit in the intersection of adventure, storytelling, practicality, taste, and experiences with other people, which is probably why they got the Bronco. The same reason I like road trip baseball content, open world video games, snowboarding trips, and traveling with my life is the same reason I landed on Dakar. Like I said, deeply personal information was loaded into ChatGPT. Okay. The Bronco represents fun with families and friends, because I know how to read. The Land Cruiser represents reliability and maturity, and the F40 represents childhood wonder. Yeah, I mean, if I had infinite money, I would get a Ferrari F40. I would actually probably be required to. I think at a certain dollar amount, you are required to. So, yeah. I didn't even show it on my screen, but that's okay. So, yeah, I mean, what's next? A little cheeky review. Marathon Season 1 will probably happen while I play. However, what I will say is I enjoyed the heck out of it. I really did. It was a lot of fun. Marathon's great when you don't have a whiny person in your ear telling you how great Destiny 2 is. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. There's obviously drawbacks. Welcome to Bungie. Obviously, there's things that they can do better. Welcome to Bungie. And obviously, there's some stuff that they do phenomenally. Like, the lore is amazing. I haven't gotten too into the lore, but, like, their raid mechanics with the compiler, their build to the weekend is impressive. Like, you have a reason to play the game all week. And then we get to the weekend, it's like, all right, what kind of gold loot can we bring in? Give ourselves the best chance. What keys did you get along the way? Like, how prepared are you for Outpost? How prepared are you to take on Tal Ceti? And I'll be honest, I wasn't that prepared. I can't say I would want to lie to you. I'm not the best video gamer. I think that would become abundantly clear within the next hour. But what I will say is that even though I'm not the best, it was still fun. One of the major drawbacks that I've noticed from the game is if you take 2 weeks off, you are so far behind that you almost have to wait to the next season. I wasn't able to play for a month and a half, and there was just, well, you're gonna see it. There's really not too much I can do against these armed to the teeth folks that we're gonna run into tonight. I don't have my Rook super upgraded. Like, I don't even know if I have load in with 3 Claymores right now. But the good news is you get to reset tomorrow. And by the time you see anything about this, we'll be in season 2, getting ready to go. I won't be on stream tomorrow. I'm hoping that on Mondays I stream, and hopefully just keep building this thing out so that I can hang out with you. I don't really know who you are yet, other than the one viewer who I do know, and what's up. But yeah. Oh, I didn't even see this, but the president's Ferrari. Yep. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't know what model the president's Ferrari. That was probably like chatted like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, maybe 5. But the president of Argentina's auto was a Ferrari, and apparently it was a F40, which is hilarious in the not the most hilarious of ways, but hilarious. So we're gonna play some marathon, and I'm trying to think if there's anything that I missed. I mean, we're 30 minutes into this. Maybe at the end for funsies, I'll make another me versus me PT type short. But I think as of right now, we're kind of ready to play some Rook runs. If you tapped in and you were like, why hasn't he played yet? Maybe I'll put some timestamps in the description. But yeah, we'll get into it. Let me just get ready. I'm dropping pens now. You get ready on my end, and then we'll get ready to go. I have to switch my monitor setting in order to get over to the PlayStation, which is fine. But okay. So, is there anything that we need to cover first? No, I mean, it's been a month and a half, maybe even 2 months since I've loaded into this game. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm not expecting it to go swimmingly, but maybe we'll get something out of this. The goal for tonight is, as a Rook, get purple loot or higher from a runner. How likely that is? Low. I don't have my rook super upgraded, like I said. So we'll see how it goes. I say so we'll see how it goes a lot, apparently. I'm learning a lot of things about myself. You don't know until you're in it, and I'm in it, and now I know. Yeah. Okay. That's good squishy. Is there anything I'm missing? I think I'm missing something. Think on a scale. Let me finish pouring this real quick. Performative mate ass. Personally, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate Marathon? I'm able to use in my grading scale. I use decimal points, and my grading scale is the United States education system grading scale. If it's 60 or above, you pass. If it's 59 or below, you fail. 70 to 79, that's a C. 80 to 89, that's a B. And above that is an A. So, a rating for Marathon Season 1, I would give it an 8.1, a low B minus. And the reason I give it an 8.1 is because the game loop is phenomenal. The sound design is great. I still think Arc Raiders is a little bit better sound design, but maybe that's changed now that I have more time. The lore, from everything I can tell, is great. The end game is phenomenal. I personally haven't gotten there, so maybe that would bump it up a little bit more. The major drawbacks that I noticed was understanding loot early and just the onboarding system in general could use, and I hope they do, drastically overhaul it. Hopefully for season 2, because they do have a free-to-play week coming up from the 2nd to the 9th. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that more people stick with it. But yeah, 8.1. It's a 4. That's a 4 out of 5 star game essentially. So 81%, B minus. You're good to go. Metacritic goes from 1 to 100. So not that I'll ever be on Metacritic, because I don't even think games are going to be how I put dinner on the table. But is there anything? Maybe one person in the future will watch this VOD back. And if you do, God loves you, because everybody starts somewhere. And this is almost where I'm starting here. So it's a lot of learning to do. I had 5 things planned, as you can see in the description. We're kind of already through 2 or 3 of them. I don't even remember what it was. I thought I'd be able to see it right now. Didn't write it down. So, we'll see. I guess I could go on YouTube and be my second viewer, but long learning experience. So, I'm only delaying a little bit because I'm nervous about playing as a rook. I think for obvious reasons. So, here we go. Welcome. Bienvenidos a Marathon. I also have a playlist. Let me know if you'd like to hear it. I added more songs, so it got less. Oop. So I might have to re-add the chat because I did make some adjustments that they eventually go away. However, oh, good to see that my face is lit up now that I'm now that I'm in it. I have to make sure that myself is not a part of the UI. Okay. Am I giving anything away? Probably. Like, is there deeply personal information being shown here? Almost absolutely. Oh, Oni would like to remind you of your outstanding debts to Cyber Acme, and that your scheduled payment is due at the end of the day. Your vault credits, runner level, and faction progress will all reset on the final day of the season. Make sure to redeem your Codex rewards before the reset. Codex rewards, okay. I have to find the Codex rewards now. Rewards pack, cosmetics, non-essential Codex challenge, and silk balance will remain unchanged. Good to know. I don't have any silk anymore. I used it all because I didn't think it would carry. Okay. Season 2 Nightfall begins June 2nd. Prepare for a fresh climb with new weapons and a defensive runner shell. Sentinel. Dire Marsh. At night. Progression improvements, and more. Here we go. Hello. I think the mic. Or is it? Hello? I don't know what's picking up the audio. What? Microphone. Okay, I definitely shouldn't show that. Ooh, so the Switch controls versus the... That's funny. The season 1 finale is here. New challenge awaits. Okay, we got an update. Codex rewards. Oh, okay. Defeat the warden on perimeter with the group. Okay. So, I don't know why I have to claim these now. Unless this resets. Cool. Exploration. Has anybody read Dungeon Crawler Carl? Because this is what it kind of feels like. Reward? You don't get a reward. You played the game. That's your reward. For those who've listened to the audiobooks, that actually wasn't a bad. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Just trust me. You don't have to trust me, but trust me. Okay. We don't need to deal with any of this because guess what? We're doing runs. Protocol. So the question is, I mean, a rewards path. Did we get anything? Are we dumb? Look at those. What are those? Oof, that's probably cracked. I remember that this was the only skin that was available early on, and everybody was pissed. What layer do I need to... Oh, I need to claim one more reward. Okay. To unlock. Is there anything that's 10? There's 20, 30. Claimed a lot of these, actually. Shoot. Alright, well, doesn't look like we're going to be getting that today. I truly don't know what my output is. Oh, it's the controller. Okay. Sorry to everybody. Okay. So I want to load in. I'm trying to get some good habits for a streamer and not show when I'm going to be loading in. That way, you guys aren't able to stream snipe and all that sort of stuff. Because I know that would be a problem if I was huge, and I'm not huge, but that's okay. I don't know, man. I always forget that with rooks, you kind of load in with 10. Sometimes 10 minutes left, sometimes 15 minutes left. You know, when I hear reactions from the other room, I wonder if it's to the stream or just in general. Oh, actually, this is good. This is good. I can chill out for a little bit. I mean, what's the ultimate vision here, right? I get to play cool games with people who help me through it because I'm not good at games and make cool stuff. That'd be cool. Is there a better word than cool? No. It's an S tier word. And people who say otherwise are wrong. Cool is... Nobody stopped it. Nobody stopped the word cool. It's generational. It's one of the few generational words. I mean, they're making jokes on that 70s show about the parents not sure whether the word cool is still cool. Yeah, it still is. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not tapped in anymore. So, actually, if I had to guess, there's probably people who can read the lights. The good news is nobody's watching, which is a double-edged sword. Because if people were watching, they would know where I'm at in the process if I decided to queue, if I'm in the queue, or if I'm in the game and just haven't moved over yet. I thought that a lot of people would be playing tonight to like finish using their loot. I've been wrong before, and apparently this is one of those times. Oh, I thought I was going to get at least 3 or 4 games in. Maybe bring in Mr. Licious. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just getting excited. As you can see, not a whole lot going on with my rank. I'll get my hand held by a buddy, I'm sure, either later today or tomorrow. But let me move myself. We'll go midway. Right? Watch somebody just absolutely smack me. Yeah, there we go. Midway. I really thought there would be more snapping. Okay. So where we at? We got 13. Let's go to North Relay, right? So we've alerted everybody to our presence already. Good, good. But I thought there would be better. Is that a drone? Is that maybe gonna... You gotta be kidding me. Alright. That'd be a tough start if I went down to a... Ooh. Is that blue? Do I have a shield? Wait. A blue shield? Oh man, they've got me kitted out a little bit already. The good news is, am I dropping frames? No, I don't think so. Somebody's been here before. We'll take salvage. Well, not really. Our goal is simple. Purple or gold. Brought my runner. And if we do it, see, kid. You can revive an enemy. Yeah, this gun just doesn't have enough firepower to do what we meant to do. I mean, all this unstable gun metal would be phenomenal if this was day one of the season. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. Because I actually know what all this stuff is now for day one. I don't need to be a freaking streamer to a full-time streamer, I guess, to get all this stuff. It requires double jump. Okay. Where is everybody? Oh, they probably wouldn't load into Dire Marsh. That's a me mistake. I made a mistake. Alright. All the salvage can leave. We'll take perps. So now we get all the good loot. Their drop rates might just be too important. Can somebody, thank you. Actually, it's one of the worst guns in the game. That's okay. Should I be talking more? Probably. That's okay. I just got super focused on the loot. What loot? Oh. God. I got some ethos. Well, that's tough. I got nothing for you, brother. I got nothing for you, dog. Oh, I looted containers. That's cool. Yeah, you enjoy that. Nothing. Whole lot of absolute nothing. That was a tough look. That was a tough look. But now you see the caliber of game you're working with here. Low. All right. I guess it's tough to see yourself taken out by a rook. As a rook. I should have ran, but I didn't. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do Outpost because I think that's where people are gonna be using their gear, unless it's just Cryo Archive, honestly. So we'll see. I'm highly impressed at the people who can do this for hours upon hours upon hours. One, how do you not run out of content? I guess you just keep playing the game. That's it. You play the game, comment on the exact game. You're not like bringing in world views or anything like that. Unless that's the thing that you're doing. But we'll see. But yeah, man. Unfortunately, I regret to inform you. The Philadelphia Eagles are significantly worse than they were 12 hours ago. Maybe I should be. Oh, I think my camera's in a good spot. You know, this game is a horror game, and you'll see next season that it is a horror game. Because the noises are crazy. Like, is it me? Or is it somebody? We'll see. I wonder if credits reset. They probably do, right? Otherwise, everybody should buy the best thing. I need to loot first and ask questions later. Because when I play with other folks, they just loot Goblin faster than me. Which is a problem. Because I never get the good stuff. Like, you'll see. You'll see, I'll just never get any of the good stuff. Which is a me problem. That's my fault. Answer quest. Got it. This really is a horror game. Like, this is... It could be over at any moment. Oh. Enhanced ammo crate. Nope. Maybe I'll never play this on stream again. That was tough. Immediately into another firefight too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna have to call him back up. I mean, this rook is just getting... Sometimes I feel demoralized by it all. With the amount of play games, I should be better. And there are games that I'm better at. Maybe we'll just have to do that later. Unfortunately, the games I'm better at, the queue times, because of distance, are tough. Because I'm more of a chill and the show kind of guy. Doesn't mean I'm good at them, but they're the ones I play the most. Yeah, they're the ones I definitely play the most. So we haven't exfilled yet. That's all right. We don't play to exfil. If you play to exfil, you're gonna be disappointed. Okay. All right. Here we go. Maybe we'll hit a clip. Okay, well, what if we hit a clip? Hey. Couldn't be me. Insert clip here. Redacted. There's nothing. Because you didn't do Alright, we went to Dire Marsh. I'm doing some Reiki on the camera. And that's the PlayStation. Good vibes, good energy. Full hearts can't lose. Last cannon. Like that. Like that? Alright, first of all, where are we? It's not silenced, but the loot container wasn't too great for us. Ooh. Okay. I feel like these guns are doing more damage. Okay, we got a lockbox key, and there's a lockbox ahead. Dude, even though I'm actually washed, or was I ever clean? I don't know. But now that I'm actually washed at video games, it does make me feel better knowing that, like, it is me. It's not the video game. It's me. Okay. Let's do a...
10 minutes remain until forced signal...
We only got one lockbox key. We'll spin around. Alright. Here we go. We take it. We take it. We take it. We take it. That was trash. Shit. The implants would be great if I was anybody, but they're not anybody. What's he even saying? No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Gets the people going. Yeah, when in doubt, just quote things, man. That'll get it going. I really do have a tough time distinguishing between myself and just other noises. I like how I paused in between those two sentences, like it was gonna be deep. It was just me forgetting. Ooh, we don't have the ammo for this. That's okay. Get some action. No. Whoa. Holy. I shouldn't be looking at this. I was hoping for a gun. Making a lot of noise. Somebody's gonna third party us. And by third party, I mean just be a person. Dude, your accuracy is almost as good as mine. Oh, there's something. Speaking of accuracy, I know I can charge this up. But... Oh, okay. That for sure should have hit. That's okay. Give me a gun. That's not a gun. Smoke will take. Just give me a gun. I'll take a secondary gun. No. Am I guarding exfil? I would say no.
Five minutes remain.
Where'd they all go? I don't understand where everybody went. Oh. Come on, man. There's no need, man. Why'd you gotta do that, man? Oh, I didn't even mean to send that. That's hilarious. Yeah, that was happening. That was always gonna happen. I should have just exfilled, but they probably would have clapped me regardless. Let's see if I can get some run support. Yeah. Well, I got waxed there. It's a little tough when back-to-back games you don't even get a shot off on the people who kill you. That's tough. And now you watch them exfil and just live your dream. Bad. All right, he's going X Games mode. I called in some run support. We'll see if he delivers. But you never know with the batter. If they fail 2 times out of every 3, they're great. So, we'll see. Anybody have a comment on how much of a good job Adidas did with the Argentine kits, both the primary and secondary kits? They're gas. Maybe people don't feel the same, but I think they're gas. Maybe I'm too silly. Maybe that's why nobody likes me. Hey. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I've got nothing here. But luckily, though, I do have credits. Will the credits carry over? We'll see. I'll take my green ass back to Calcetti's 4 perimeter map because I'm a baby. I have no skills. I have no nothing. I'm just a guy who gets waxed upon the first team that comes through. Yeah. Hopefully, there are some newbies tomorrow, so I don't feel like the worst player in the world like I do right now. But I guess we shall see. What's in the news? What's going on in the world? It's a little weird that SpaceX and Anthropic are going to both be $1 trillion plus evaluations on the stock market. Their IPOs, I mean. It's kind of feeling a little bit like what? Corporations taking over like Pal City. No, but it's weird, right? Like it's a little strange that people are just handing that stuff to them. Like the New York Stock Exchange, if what I read is correct, made a rule that funds have to buy in if they're doing like ETFs or index funds of the stock exchange. They can't really opt out. Maybe I'm incorrect there, but it's pretty crazy. What do I know? Could I be speaking on things I don't know? I don't know. Maybe everybody should be able to have a voice and admit they're wrong. Just like I'm wrong for playing Marathon. Because I'm trash. Endless runner? Thank you. Cardio kick? I don't think I've ever seen that. Shows how much I played. Is this strat? Are we stratting right now? Making hella noise doing that, but nobody heard me. How much time we got left? We got 7 minutes. I always look until it's too late. Oop, I don't like that. Somebody's already been through here. That's what I mean by, like, the noises are just so eerie. I thought my run support came through. Eat a Ghost Rider. Talk about a tank. Oh. Holy. Is this gun goated now? No. They just juiced it up for the end. Right? Ooh, this is... I have been mad quiet because this is scurry.
Relay signal offline. Connection severed. All systems secured. Exit.
Alright, I guess we'll exfil for funsies. Just to see one go through. I wonder where that went, to be honest. Alright, we'll exfil. Did we get anything? Absolutely not. But you see one go through, and you'll be good to go. You see one go through, you're going to be just fine. That's what it takes. Ooh, my boy's doing guarded. Get him. Get him. Oh, 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 oh. Destroy it with the strat. Destroy it with the strat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did he do it twice? He's got the movement. Look at that gun. Oof. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go for the square. Go for the square. Bang. Got him. Oh, this is actually a crazy guarded exfil. Alright. He's got some... Yeah, get some loot while you're at it. Oh, man. There's absolutely no way at all that we would have to have the perfect scenario in order to get any purple or gold loot. So we'll see. We'll see. My boy's asleep, no doubt in my mind. Where we at? Where we at, chat? I feel like if I were to have a chat, like a lot of people who tune in regularly, a lot of people being like 10 or more, honestly, 5 people. Just think of 5 people sitting in a room listening to you for a couple hours. Like, that's, even if they're on in the background doing something else, whether it's doing their homework, doing miscellaneous work of their own, that's a lot of people. It's impressive. God, I can't even imagine. So, but there was like, an active 5-ish people. That'd be pretty crazy. So, all right. Well, we exfilled on perimeter, so that's good, right? We take an exfil. We will always take an exfil. You go anywhere and you ask, would you exfil? And they know the game, obviously. They would. They would. Ugh. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of running out of steam here. My place, my time. It's 10:30. Maybe I go to 11, another half hour. How will we close it out? Will we want to do it with a Me PT? I don't know what it would be. I have nothing prepared. Maybe that would work better. Because, I'm going to be honest, I don't think the car one is going to work. Not just going to work on the first try. That's why we do this. We practice. We learn our skills. As we learn the skills, we try not to cringe too hard. Cheers. Cheers. I'm looking at like my possibilities for the Me versus Me PT. And it's just so human. I have a couple, I think, pretty good ideas. Maybe I'll do like a favorite. I don't know. Oh, they are just trying stuff at this point. I've started a poll. Is there only one option? I don't know. That'd be funny if there's only one option. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. And we're back. We have 16 minutes to exfil from Dire Marsh. I don't know all the sounds. Ooh. To the game. Which I think add to the mystique of it. I kind of get where the maps are. Like, this is the bio. Oh, I actually jumped. I actually jumped. Why did I think that was just gonna... Every sound is so loud until it's silent, and then it's just you. You can see what I was looking for a month and a half ago. A lot of that. I wonder how to get a less delayed chat, because I saw someone today who was on YouTube, or Twitch actually, maybe it's more immediate with Twitch. I saw somebody who was playing FIFA on Twitch, and oh my goodness was he good. He was doing this strategy where he would like switch from the ball and user a different player, like ahead of the play. And all right, to go back to it, he was going through, like he was destroying people. It wasn't even close at all times, which can't be fun to watch, to be honest. Or maybe you're just in awe like I was and watched 4 games. But he was responding immediately to his chat, so I wonder how he was doing it. Maybe he's got the extra premium plus benefit. Ooh,
The anomalous rift has coalesced into a physical sample.
yeah. Well, I've alerted the premises to my... We no longer have the scare factor. Scare factor. Alright, the surprise. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. Start a Q&A. Answer viewer questions live. Isn't that what every chat is? Okay. I remember there was like a, I don't know if it was new caloric. There was a challenge where you had to find a piece of blue salvage in here. Because everybody had it at the same time, it was really hard to get. Look how cool the hands look. Like, this is one of the best looking games I've ever played. And people really don't like it. Maybe that's just what art is supposed to be. Look at that. That's so cool. Like, that's so cool. Could a man get a gun? Yes. Tau City. Welcome back, old friend. I don't know. I was kind of trying to do like a GTA 5 intro. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that mother. I don't want to curse. Look at that mother. Am I really gonna take fall damage there? I guess so. They ran to the fire. Oh. Algae ponds. Okay. Hopefully there's an exfil over maybe a quarantine. Hope it's not a complex, because we're not making it to complex. Oh, there it is. Man, people be exfilling 10 minutes ago. What is it? What is it?
Ten minutes remaining.
Oh, they're doing a guarded exfil? Crazy boys. Crazy, crazy boys. I do think it's funny that the chat... The dog? Okay. ¿A tu cama? No. Okay. The chat has the fact that nobody voted. See, I was gonna play music, but you can't really play music with Marathon because you have to hear all the hearing stuff. Is that done? Is that what's going on? Look at this. It's so freaking cool, man. This game is just cool. Across the board. There's so much awesome. There's so much things that are awesome and beautiful, and people don't like it because it's hard. It's a hard game, and I get that. And I'm getting waxed tonight, but it's just like so freaking cool. I'm just walking around, enjoying just how it looks.
Uplink local core stack secure.
If we could get another exfil, that'd be great. Not that I've done anything. I should probably do something first. What is it? Can somebody remove the poll? Or is this just going to be a long learning experience? It is so impressive what streamers can do, man. I have a new appreciation, like the ability to track what's going on in the game and then talk to people and comes with talking to people, but monitoring the chat, making sure that the stream is healthy. Oh no, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm okay. See ya. What is it? Oh, that's not good. I mean, how much am I supposed to unload it? Why is it? Is it just gonna signal to people? Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday. Did that alert anybody? We have 5 minutes. Where's the next X-Cells? Still just bio. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of noises happening right now. I don't like that. I don't like it. No, thank you. What the? What is it? No, thank you. Oh, I'm just cooked. It's over. It's over. Oh, I think I called it by doing this. Okay. What on earth was that? I mean, I'm sure the loot would be good if you can kill it, but that ain't me today. That ain't me today. Springly. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What is that? It's over. Good night. You know how they say don't go gentle into that good night? I would like to look on my goodbye.
3 minutes remain.
And now I'm getting sucked off. This is just... Whoa, man. That was a lot. That was a lot to take in. Look, I know it. Ow. The good news is, the next time I'm playing this, I won't be alone. I won't be playing Rook. That is not upgraded late into the season. Whoa, man. I'm floored. Okay. Well, I think the last thing I'll do today is another MePT. And the reason I'm doing another MePT is to Cliff Farm. Yep. You heard it here first. We're going to be farming clips. Just kidding. It's just, I'm trying to make short form content. I only have so much time to record per week. This is part of that time. Okay. So. What we first have to do is think of the central question. Let's check me notes. What are these moleskins? I don't know. I got them for my brothers and myself. And honestly, pretty nifty. Pretty big fan of these. Just a little... What is this, a notebook for ants? Yes. I would recommend it. And as you can see, I have filled out like none of it. Performative mail. Performative mail. Okay. Some of these are for longer. Actually, I can cross that out. Dream car. I'm gonna phone a friend real quick, so I'm not even gonna put text on the screen or anything like that. I'm just going to hide everything. You're gonna see a black screen. If anybody comes in and it's like, what's going on? Too bad. Too bad. Okay. I've met with the people. We've decided what the next me versus me PT will be. Okay. I do believe that one of the problems will be that I have in the taste section of the instructions some favorite books. Let me actually check what those are. Bear with me. Oh my gosh. Up with pages. Okay. So in the instructions, I do have favorite books. In the instructions, I do have favorite books. So I will say there are. I try and give it a good range, but I think it's just gonna draw on the high fantasy, Harry Potter, other autobiographies that I loaded in just across the board. I'm going to have to write into the MEPT to just ignore the favorite books. I don't know if it will do that though. So yeah. This is good. I'm going to write, do not use what's in the favorite book section. And I'm going to do it twice. Extrapolate, do not copy. We'll see. So, I haven't prepared for this at all, and I haven't introduced it or anything. So, okay, here's what we'll do. You'll have already heard this part. I wrote 14 pages about myself and loaded it into ChatGPT to see whether or not I or Chat. I'm just going to restart because nobody's watching. Okay. I wrote 14 pages about myself and loaded it into ChatGPT to see whether I or ChatMePT have better taste. And I'm going to be focusing specifically on book series. I haven't written any notes or prepared anything, and obviously neither has MePT. I've loaded all those instructions as its own GPT guidelines. But for this, I'm just going to be starting fresh here. I have loaded favorite books into the instructions, but I'm also going to ask it to not copy or use what's in that section, but to use the remainder of the 14 pages to create an answer. Obviously, my fear is that you'll choose the AI and its taste over me, a human, and also maybe after all of that, you choosing the AI, I'll have loaded all of these personal details into this AI and you'll choose it over me, which wouldn't feel great, but we'll see. So, I mean, the easy answer for me, just based off of impact on my life, would be Harry Potter. Feels like too much of a cop-out, and it feels like too big of an IP to actually present as taste. But me, my brothers, my wife, all huge Harry Potter fans, went to the midnight releases, went to see the movies when they came out. Are we thrilled about the TV show? That's still up in the air. But it would most likely be that. But I'm still going to go through my Audible library since I listen to books. I listen to books. And I count it as reading. Because obviously, it's reading. I mean, you're ingesting the information that was written. I'll say maybe it's even more of a pure humanity way of obtaining information because stories, listening to stories, have for generations, millennia even, been how we've passed information along. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Going through the library. Let's go through series. Okay. So I've just recently finished Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm not going to pick that. It's too recent. It doesn't have enough inherent. Can't do Mistborn. Midge Rat, Red Rising. There's really not a ton of series that I've listened to it. Stormlight? I'm not a huge fan with how little. I definitely. Hmm. Is it a cop out to say the Cosmere? Is it a cop out? Because if it was the Cosmere, that would include Mistborn and the Stormlight Archive. I've listened to a lot more one-off books than I thought. Because, like, I don't know if I would do the Mitch Rapp series. You know, this is tough. Maybe I should have rephrased it and done what would be the best adaptation. Is anybody upset that Dungeon Crawler Carl's gonna be live action? Anybody? That's just me? Maybe? Hello? Anyone out there? Should be animated. I mean, my favorite book might be Project Hail Mary. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a read and listen option on Audible now? Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of it? And that'd be like if you put podcasts on Netflix. Sounds like everybody wants your attention, including me. You know? Maybe there's not a whole lot of series to choose from. I know this is scintillating, but it's so funny. Did you know that the movie Severance, the TV show Severance, there's a book that one of the characters write, and you can get it on Audible and listen to it. I really thought I had read more books in my life. No, I've read a decent amount of books. They're just not series. I can't do Red Rising. So here's what I've run into. Do I just say the easy answer, which is Harry Potter? Or do I get cool and cute with my answer and say the Stormlight Archive? But then again, like, book 5 isn't my favorite. I mean, the fact that it all takes place in, I think it's 10 days, not a huge fan of that. But books 1 and 2 are better than any Harry Potter book. Yeah. This is harder than I thought it'd be. Okay. So, I would rather flip a coin than make this decision. Well, do I go with the Stormlight Archive? Or do I go with Harry Potter? If I could go with the Cosmere, I would choose that. But I think I'm just recency bias. Cosmere's a cop out. I have to choose whether it's Mistborn, Stormlight Archive, or Harry Potter. I guess those are my top 3. Although I do like Dungeon Crawler Carl more than Mistborn, I think. But less than Stormlight. And then again, I'm only on Morningstar and Red Rising. None of this will make the short. It's just good to know. I'm learning I only have AAA taste. There's nothing that's gone beneath the surface. I've been scratching the surface of book series, apparently. Apparently, I'm a basic boy. Don't make me choose. Don't make me do that. Do not make me choose. I'm going with Harry Potter. I know. I'm sorry. It's basic. I understand everything that comes with choosing Harry Potter, but core to my being, it's just closer to me than Stormlight, which I recently finished. Yeah, I recently finished Stormlight, recently finished Mistborn, recently finished Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm on Morningstar currently for the Red Rising saga series, Pierce Brown. But Harry Potter's been there my whole life. I have to go with it. Let's see what MePT has to say. I have to recheck the prompt to make sure that we're all spick and span. I have to check. Oh, I just appearing on specified instructions. All content throughout history. I have to make sure that like I widen past just the MePT instructions. So aside from the specified instructions, all content throughout history are available for you to choose from. Anywhere from licensed content, content appearing only on YouTube or other social media platforms. YouTube is social media. And non sure. And the internet as a whole. Why not? Detailed instruction. All right, let's not fiddle with it too much. Let's not get too into this. We're 2 hours into the stream. I kind of wanted to end at 2 hours, but we'll see. So we're going to move to the computer screen. Let me make sure everything's hidden. I get it. People aren't the biggest fan of AI. I think it will be tough for people to understand that, people who don't like it to understand that there's just a base usefulness to this as a tool. It's not going to go away. It's just useful enough. Even if it's not great, it's going to get better. But like the person who invented a screwdriver, they may not have perfected it the first time around, but it became so useful to use a screwdriver that even if people who sold hammers for nails and didn't like the idea of screws, it was too late once it was invented. Like there's no going back. It's the superior form of fastening something to something else. And I think that's partially what this is. It's just a tool that's unfortunately better than humans in some ways. That's on record now. People can hate me for that, but like, I just think, maybe unfortunately for all of us, that it's just better in some ways. And it better sometimes does mean faster, by the way. Like, if somebody spends an hour trying to write an email and then gets AI to like shift it around a little bit so that they're not spending another hour editing, instead they only spend 10 minutes editing, with there's just a base usefulness to gaining that 50 minutes. And it stinks that there's all the downsides. I get that. Hopefully, over time, the downsides will become less prevalent. That's the hope. They're very prevalent right now. However, I believe it'll get better. I hope it gets better. And if it doesn't, then the tool stops being useful. And you guys were right at that point. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe that's too much info. At some point, I'm going to need to be a person and give opinions if I want to have a presence. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to screen this first because last time there's some pretty personal information. I might have to take down the VOD, honestly. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look through it. Here we go. I'm sending the prompt. Interesting. So, the MePT chose a different series than I chose, which was Harry Potter. I asked it specifically to not go from the favorite book section, but regardless, one of the series that I brought up in the favorite book section, it still chose. So, what did it choose? It chose Red Rising.
I call that.
Hello.
In my head.
But, all right, let me screen this first. Make sure that there's... Yeah, it just didn't, it just didn't do what it said it wasn't. Like it said, oh, not just pulling from favorite books, and then everything else is just pulling from favorite books. So, I think I'm gonna need to do some thinking and editing when it comes to taste questions, especially when I specifically reference something in the category. Maybe. Okay. I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna read it that way. Not all of me just isn't on the internet. Sorry. Maybe I'll add some music while I read it. That's what I'll do. Just hold on for a second.
Stockholm is quiet tonight. Late when I was couldn't stand the heat. It's raining on my side of town. I've been carrying the storm inside for weeks. And now the pulse getting stronger, like the moon finally arrived. Here comes the
What a bad drop. Okay. All right. Okay. I've read it. There's one thing I need to tell you first before it tells you. I'm dyslexic, and it mentions that a couple times. Okay. It doesn't really get into anything too bad. So. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Here we go. So, me PT's answer is Red Rising. And it's answering as if it's a person, with that person being me, obviously. So, this is harrowing that it makes it feel like there's feelings. And it's a machine, it's a program pulling from databases. But I'm going to read it out just because it's a waste of water. I thought I don't. There are books I've enjoyed more in individual moments than Red Rising. There are books that are better written. There are books that are... This is where the dyslexia is coming in. Hold up. There are books that challenge me intellectually more. That seems weirdly written. But if you're asking for the series that feels the most like me, the one that hits the most emotional buttons, aligns with my taste, my flaws, my aspirations, and the way I consume stories, it is. The reason isn't just that it's incredible, an incredible sci-fi series, it's that it sits at the intersection of almost everything I value in entertainment. Oh, really, MePT? First, it has momentum. I love stories that move. One of the reasons I struggle with reading for so long is dyslexia. If a book feels like work, I bounce off of it. Hey, Red Rising grabs you by the collar and drags you through the story. Second, it has heart underneath all the politics, war, and betrayals. It's about loyalty, friendship, family, and trying to become someone better than the circumstances that created you. Those themes land for me more than abstract philosophical questions ever will. Third, Darrow is exactly the type of protagonist I gravitate towards. That's actually true. He's talented, but also reckless. He wins because he believes things can work out and then throws himself at the problem. Sometimes that's bravery. Sometimes it's stupidity. Usually it's both. I relate to that far more than the perfectly calculated genius archetype. Finally, Red Rising captures something I deeply enjoy, the feeling that the world is bigger than the story you're currently reading. It's why I love fantasy, RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, anime, and massive video game worlds. I want to feel like there's another 1,000 stories happening off screen. It's one of the few series where I finish a book, I want to immediately call somebody and talk about it. That's actually true. That's actually true. This is honorable mentions. Harry Potter, number 1. This is probably the most important series in my life, even if it isn't my favorite anymore. Maybe I wrote the instructions too well, but that is annoyingly accurate. I still chose Harry Potter, though. Harry Potter is the reason I became a fantasy reader at all. For someone who struggled with traditional reading in school growing up, audiobooks were a lifeline. Harry Potter turned books from something associated with school into something associated with fun. A lot of my modern tastes trace directly back to this series. Without Harry Potter, there's a good chance I never get into Sanderson, Pierce Brown, or any of the other authors I love today. Okay, why don't you just grip what I wrote, almost word for word, in the instructions for the Meet PT? To the Stormlight Archive, if Red Rising wins on emotional momentum, Stormlight wins on ambition. The thing I admire most about Sanderson is his ability to build systems, magic systems, societies, religions, histories, and make them understandable. I don't know if it's understandable, to be fair. There's a lot of stuff going on. As somebody who isn't naturally detailed, or all right, the fact that that was the next line, I hadn't read that, whatever. That's impressive to me. More importantly, the themes surrounding mental health, self-improvement, failure, preservation, perseverance resonate deeply. There are sections of Stormlight that feel like fantasy and more like therapy delivered through giant stores of magical armor. Yeah. Dungeon Crawler Carl, this might be the most me PT honorable mention of the bunch. It's funny, chaotic, surprisingly emotional, gaming adjacent, and far smarter than it initially appears. Also, there is an AI in the book, and I have an AI making this. There's some level of irony there. Whatever. I spend thousands of hours playing games, as you've seen. I love systems, I love competition, I love absurd humor. I love watching characters improvise their way through an impossible situation. Dungeon Crawler Carl feels like somebody blended a video game, a comedy podcast, and a sci-fi adventure into one thing. I hate that that's well said. Okay. Every time I recommend it to someone, I have to start with, trust me, it's better than the title sounds. Yeah. And also just like the first 8 plot points. Okay. Why this was this written as a poem? It might have been. Why this was difficult. The hardest part wasn't picking Red Rising. The hardest part was separating favorite, most influential, and best. Okay. So if I did the same thing, choosing between favorite and best, and then I chose favorite, and they chose best. Dude, the world's weird, isn't it? Okay. Harry Potter is probably the most influential. Stormlight is probably the most impressive achievement. Why would I care about impressive achievement, though? Why would you care about impressive achievement? Like, that it was finished? Maybe. I do feel pretty good that I finished Stormlight Archive and Mistborn Original Trilogy. Dungeon Crawler Carl might be the most fun. Fair. There are days where I'd argue for any of them. I would honestly never argue for Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's way too recent. I just finished the 8th book, by the way. Pretty solid. There are days, but favorite is different. Favorite series best represents what I look for when I spend my free time. The series that combines excitement, emotion, world building, friendship, ambition, hope, and spectacle into one package. For me, that's Red Rising. Not because it's perfect, because it consistently makes me feel the things I want stories to make me feel. Let me read that again. Because it because it consistently makes me feel the things I want stories to make me feel. That is exactly something I would say. They're coming to take your job. They're taking your job. The AI is going to take your job. White collar jobs are done. They're done. Streamers are done. Everything's done. The AI. Don't worry about the cost of the compute. The AI is going to take every job. So yeah. Harry Potter, Red Rising. You let me know. I personally think there's a lot more memories with Harry Potter. There's more time to love it. Red Rising's pretty new to me. yeah, I think it would be my favorite. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments whether you yeah, I guess true. Let me know in the comments if you like Harry Potter or Red Rising more, or what your favorite book series would be if you were to do what I am doing and try and compete against yourself for whatever reason, because that's a smart thing to do, because people are going to like that. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. You're fine. I'm fine. Good. So that's going to do it. That's going to be the stream. I mean, it is, holy shnikes, pretty late. So, just to wrap this up, I hope to stream next Monday around the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, if not before. We'll see how the schedule lines up, but that's gonna do it. I hope to see you next week, and keep on keeping on. How about we not end on a British slogan? Well, what's a cool thing to say at the end? What's a bit I could have at the end of streams? Ciao. No, I don't know. That's gonna be it. Deuces.